In this video, I will explain you the relation in between E, V and R, that is electromotive force, terminal voltage and internal resistance. Now this is a battery, right? So battery has now connected with an external resistance. Now let's say a value of I passing through the circuit. So the same amount of current will go through external resistance and back in circuit, inside circuit also same amount of current will pass, right? It's the same current, that is from one positive road 2 ampere goes, that also goes through the external resistance and again through the other electrode, then internally through electrolyte the same current back here. So the current will be in a loop, it will be the same, right? So what does it mean? And one more thing, I forgot to explain this. Inside we have internal resistance. Now this can be taken as, the electrolyte can be taken as just an element having a resistance. This is nothing but internal resistance. Now see the path of current. From one electrode, external resistance, other electrode and internal resistance back here. These are series connected, right? Because the condition for series connection is nothing but same amount of current should pass through all the each resistance. Clear? Now I can say that I have an external resistance, a value of current pass through this, and inside the battery I have an internal resistance that is connected in series with the external resistance, and I have an EMF here. See, so this is together battery, that is EMF plus internal resistance is a battery now. Now this battery is connected to external resistance. But from here I can say that these resistance are connected in series. Okay, so now I will take this resistance and this resistance as separately as series connected. So what is the total resistance now? Total resistance R total is equal to external resistance plus internal resistance. And what is the EMF here? EMF or net voltage is EMF. So EMF is simply the potential difference across external resistance and internal resistance here. Now what will be the current passing? So R plus R is the total resistance. This is the potential difference. Now to get the current from Ohm's law, we know V is equal to IR. Now instead of V, this will be EMF, right? EMF is equal to I into, what is the total resistance here? External resistance plus internal resistance. This is very important relation. Or I could say that current passing through the circuit is equal to EMF divided by external resistance plus internal resistance. Current passing through the circuit is equal to EMF divided by external circuit plus internal circuit. Very important relation this is. Now cross multiply, you will get this one, right? Now what is I into R? Now consider this as battery. Now I into R is nothing but potential difference in between the terminal. So this is the terminal, right? This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal of the battery. Inside the battery you have EMF and internal resistance. Now if you are taking battery as one unit and when we are multiplying I into R, we will get the potential difference in between terminal, right? So I into R is nothing but terminal voltage. So E is equal to I into capital R plus I into small r. So I into capital R here is terminal voltage plus I into small r. Now from here I can take V this side. E minus V is equal to I into R. This is another very important relation. E minus V is equal to I into R. That is EMF minus terminal voltage is equal to I into R. So we know that EMF is higher, right? So EMF is nothing but work done by a charge for the complete loop. That is EMF. But terminal voltage is nothing but from positive terminal to negative terminal. So obviously this work done will be less and this work done will be more. So we have proved that EMF is higher than terminal voltage. Correct. Now we will try to get the value of internal resistance. So what is the value of internal resistance from this equation? Internal resistance is equal to E minus V divided by I from this equation. Okay, so all these equations are important, but it's the same equation, we are just rearranging it. Now what is I? I is nothing but, I have told you what is I here, that is V into R. V is equal to I into R, so I is equal to V by R. That is nothing but terminal voltage divided by resistance will be I. So instead of I am going to substitute V by R. So E minus V divided by V by R is the internal resistance. Now take the reciprocal and multiply, that is E minus V divided by V into R is internal resistance. So internal resistance equal to E by V minus V by V is 1 into R. This is very important for potentiometer. So this one is important, this one is important, this one and this one. But it's the same equation, we are just rearranging with the value given. So if you have I, E and V given, then you can use this equation for finding R. But if you only have E, V and R given, if I is not given, you can use this equation. So whichever the value has given, you can take equations according to your convenience and get the value. Even if you are learning only one equation, for I will only learn this equation. I mean, I do remember this equation very nice because I know EMF is higher than voltage because it is the work done for the complete loop and V is in between terminals. So I will learn this equation. E minus V is equal to a positive quantity, that is I into R. So up to you which equation you have to learn. If you are able to learn all the equations, that is good, but I don't recommend it. Learn one equation and according to your requirement during examination you can take your own equations. Thank you.